Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Lacey Range on this beautiful, so what is day? Tuesday morning, the 22nd of December, and per a special request from John Brewer, we're going to do a video on the BM59. And as you can see right here, move this, take a look at it. I won't go into all the history of the BM59, but this particular model that I own here, the receiver's made by James River, one of the early ones in the first 50 made, at least by serial number, and then a parts kit from Centerfire out of Kentucky. And originally I was going to build it with a real M1 gram receiver, but these came available, so I went ahead and bought it, and that way I wouldn't have to. I sort of hate messing up or not messing it up, but modifying a original gram receiver, which I'd already bought one, and that maybe later on we'll show you that gun, but rebuilt it as a gram. But it is based on the gram, and fantastic rifle. Got the super magazine from hell here. I swear you could take this thing and beat the crap out of somebody with it. It's that good. Other good thing about the magazine and the system that the BM59 uses, you can go straight in. You don't have to do the rocking motion like the AK. Now coming out you do, but going in, I'm just so used to rocking, shooting M1As, but you can go straight in, and of course keeps the action open. As you can see up here, integral bipod, grenade launcher sights, and tri-compensator, which this does a marvelous job. This is actually hard to beat. Tames this little kid down. I think it's, I'm trying to remember if it's about an 18-inch barrel. This particular gun has been very accurate. I do want to say on the front sight, it's pretty much a national match with sight, standard rear, of course it's in meters, but bayonet, I do have the bayonet for it. We'll cover that, and this is the original sling on it. But we're going to shoot it at 100 and 200 today against the SR2 target, and with Aniston coming up, I may take this in again. I've shot it one time, as you can, where's it, right down here, you can see that it's been to Aniston once, did well. And I still say, if you took somebody like Bill Fairless or some of the top shooters, this would be a winner for you. It will pretty much run. Now what we're shooting today is 155 grain Nosler competitions, again with the running over 44.5 grains of XBR. Pretty potent load. I'm not going to do any chronograph readings today, but it's hitting 2800 in this barrel, and out of a sniper length barrel of 24, 26, it'll get on up there 2850, 2875. Excellent accuracy though, excellent. And with that, today I'm going to shoot just using the front cover as a rest, no rear box, and we'll shoot at the 100. My sight is set on 2. And I will, as usual, I will bottom hold. So don't look for this to be in the X, but it probably will be pretty close, and we will film the impacts down here using the target vision today. Alright, we got it recording. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put my headphones on. That would have been quite the yeah, if anybody's wondering, it's about 55 degrees today. Nice and sunny. Got some cold weather coming in. And let's see what the old BM59 does. Unfortunately, with the camera set up where I've got it, my brass catcher ain't out, so I'm going to have to hunt down this brass, which it doesn't throw it too far. But alright, here we go. Okay. Alright, there's the first 5 rounds. Action's open. Looking at the not bad at all. I'd say she's definitely sighted in. If I wanted to go up to the X, that would probably be we'll go ahead and alright, we'll go ahead and do another 5. As you'll be able to see on the inset, grouping is not a problem with this. I'm up to we'll go 1 click. I'm set on 4. And we'll see if that gets me right in the X. Okay, here we go. Just about forgot to. Alright, we're recording again on that. So. Good sight picture. Steady, work that breath. Pull that in just a little bit to the right. Okay. Can't complain. I pulled one just right out of the 10. Got 1 X and 4 10s. I'm telling you, this could be a match winner with the right person behind it. I did okay with it. I can't remember exactly what I scored. I may look it up and post it on the CMP website, but it is a fine shooter. And I have the receiver came from Sarco, and I forgot to tell you about the barrel. The barrel came from Sarco. It was direct shipped to me, whoever Sarco used as a vendor, and I can't say nothing but good stuff about it. I mean, it is really an awesome setup. Like I say, John Brewer likes it. He's been wanting to see the video on this. One thing I do want to, in the near future, they're supposed to have a stripper clip right here, and I bought the stripper clip, so I've got to get a buddy of mine to mill that. I've got a mill, but a little bit beyond my skill level, so mill that and get it in there. And it's springs. I mean, it's really one machine. But we'll show you on the inset. Now I'm gonna go down here and we're gonna set it up at 200. A little bit of shade on the 200, but that'll be fine. We'll get to it. And I'm also gonna pick up my brass because I don't want to lose it. And so with that, we'll see you here in just a minute. Okay, folks, we're back. Oh, you saw the pictures of the video of the group at 100. You know, a lot of people get hung up on the inch group or whatever size group. I don't know. I like using the SR200 target as a good a good measure of what you really need to do. Of course, the SR200 for the CMP is to be fired at open sights at 200 yards. And normally you do the standing. It's about a 13-inch black, about a 6-inch 10 ring, and of course you're also shooting rapid fire sitting from it if you're doing across the course. So it's a pretty tough target. Do you need a gun that can shoot a half-inch group? No. And most time with iron sights you can't do it anyway. I do pretty good with iron sights, pretty happy with it. Could definitely light a man up on out to 500-600 meters with it. But if you can get it, stay in the 10, I mean, that's good enough. The 10 will get you wins. So far, I think my highest score with the Grand, shooting the John C. Grand match is 273 out of 300. So I'm starting to get up there. I'm not shooting like a couple of my buddies that just absolutely light it up. You know, if they ain't shooting 280, they ain't happy. But I'm getting there. I'll keep practicing. But a gun like this will make you look good. So with that, let's go to 200. Load them up here. You see how easy it is to load? John Burr, look at that beautiful round. This is PPU brass. I might have forgot to mention that. We'll load up 5 rounds. Yep. There we go. Alright, now on my sights, I'm going to go back. I was at 4 to get up, into the X. So I'm going to go back down to 3. And that should still keep me in the 10. And once again, we'll shoot just using this as a front rest, no rear bag. And we'll see what it does. Let me get my... Well, sometimes you gotta be smarter than the equipment. Okay, here we go. Once again, lollipop hole 200. Got a little bit of sun coming on the target, a little bit of shade makes it tougher. Oh! I didn't jump like John Burr. Got a light strike. Alright, let's see what it does now. There we go. I didn't have the bolt closed fully. And ooh, I don't know if that's a hit way there at the bottom. Not for sure about that. Let's try it again. Okay, there we are. Well, I'm gonna have to go back up to 4. We'll go ahead and do that. Let's see, it'd be 1, 2. Yep, back up to 4 for here. And let me load her up and we'll get another 5 and we'll go straight for that X. Okay. I can't really see the tip of my sight due to the shadow down there. Okay, just went a little high. That hit the 9 right there. Alright, there's the 10. There's the 10. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this last few rounds. I need to go 1 click down. Oh, look at that at 200. Look at that. Yep, so I need to go, so that would be 3 plus 2 at 200, and I'll be dead on. Got to remember that when you go to Aniston. Alright. I can hear you saying it. I can hear you saying, well, Tony, just shoot. We won't see what it does. Hitting in the 10 and the X. And I do too. Like I say, this is a joy of a gun to shoot. Does a marvelous job of hitting what you want to shoot at. Ah, see. I'm not letting her slide like she should. Ain't letting her go home. There we go. That's on me right there. Okay, here we go. Alright, just right outside the X. Okay, I went a little left that time. Like I say, I got the shade going across there. It is, though you can't really see it on the camera here, but let's see what we got here. Let's we got 3 in the 10, 2 9s, and a toss 2 into the 8. So not bad, not bad. We can live with it. Like I say, just if I was good sun hitting it good, I think I could have put them all in that 10 right there at 200. We got a few pictures of it. May have to show them. I think it's my camera stopped filming when I moved up, but we'll go from there. That'll finish us up for this gun. This may end up being a series that we'll do on the first generation of battle rifles right after World War II, or I should say, depending on how you look at it, it could be considered the second generation. I will say that, of course, I love the M1A, and we'll cover that on one of these little part of this series. But Colonel Studler, I would say, man, we really made a mistake of not looking at doing something like this with our M1 Garands that we had in inventory. Shuff up in Wisconsin, he does these, makes them out of M1 Garands and makes them where they use M1A magazines, and it's or M14 magazines. Of course, these used to be really hard to get, and with the parts kits coming in, as you can see, this is almost a mint magazine. I picked up enough of them to keep this and going, and probably one more. But we really messed up by not looking at this. You know, adding a 20-round mag to the Garand and going to the 308. It's really a nice rifle. A buddy of mine, Ira, has one that's actually Beretta made, and has had some of the full auto ones. The muzzle compensator on this does an excellent job, and he often remarks about how it's one of the most steady 308 full autos he's ever shot. But maybe we can get a video of it sometime. But with that, we'll sign off. Enjoy shooting, enjoy having you here with us, and we'll see you on top of the hill.